Everybody, it's Lynette with the Pampered Chef. Today we are going to be making a strawberry and spinach salad, and I just want to show you how quick and easy this salad is, and it's lots of fun to take for potlucks because it's something a little bit different. So we are going to start out, of course, with our spinach. So I just have some bagged spinach here in our salad spinner, and I have taken the spinach and I've soaked it in cold water and then just let it drain naturally. So we are going to take and spin the spinach here. So the nice thing about this salad spinner is that with our salad spinner, we can get all the extra water off our spinach. And the reason that that's important is it's going to, number one, make your salad taste fresher because your spinach is going to be nice and dry, and it's going to take the dressing on and not water it down. And number two, by washing and spinning your spinach, your lettuces, any kind of greens that you're eating, you're actually going to let it keep longer. So what I like to do is I bring my lettuce home, even a bag of iceberg lettuce. You can take it, you can wash it, and then spin it in the salad spinner. Now you notice this goes pretty fast. It goes up to 13 miles per hour. So typically what I like to do is I like to spin it and then dump it and then spin it again to get it nice and dry. So this I've been draining for a while, so this should be good with just one spin. So with the salad spinner, we can do our iceberg lettuce, wash it, spin it dry, and then I like to store it right here in our stainless steel mixing bowl with the lid. So typically we bring iceberg lettuce home from the store. We have a bag of lettuce, we eat one salad, we go back to eat it again, and what's happened? It's turned slimy and gross. So we throw that bag away and we start over. Now with the salad spinner, you're actually going to wash it, spin it dry, eat that one salad, put the rest of the lettuce in the fridge, and for up to 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have nice, fresh iceberg lettuce in your fridge. Anything that's a greener selection, so our spinach we're working with today, arugula, anything mixed field greens, something more green, those are going to keep 4 to 6 weeks in your refrigerator. So we're just going to spin out our spinach here, get it nice and spun out, and you can see how nice and dry our spinach looks and fresh. We've got quite a bit of water in our bowl here. And we're just going to take and put our spinach in our stainless steel mixing bowl because that's what we're going to be working with for our salad today. Now the other thing that you can do with your salad spinner, you can actually do fresh berries with it. You can do your baby carrots because baby carrots are kind of the same way. Once we open them, look at them in the bag, they're either slimy or they're white. So if you take your baby carrots, wash them, spin them dry, put them in an airtight container in your fridge, they are going to keep literally forever in your fridge. Now with the berries, like we're working with today, we don't want to take our strawberries in there and just spin and spin and spin. Our salad spinner actually uniquely has a break for that purpose. So when you're working with berries, you're going to spin and then break and then spin and then break and just jostle the water off the berries. All right, so our first component of our salad, again, is our spinach. We're going to be working with some strawberries now. So I've pre-cored a few of them, but we're going to be working with our coring more. So if you don't have this handy little tool, this side is for coring out your strawberries. And this kind of goofy looking side over here, you actually can do melon balls with. So it's a 2-in-1 tool, but you save so much more of your strawberry this way because we're going to just take our strawberry and just lift right under the hull and pull it out. And it's super fast to do them with this too because it's concentrated. You're not going to cut yourself with a knife or anything. So we've got our strawberries here and we've taken the hulls out of them. And we're going to just use my new favorite quick slice here to cut these. So the cool thing about the quick slice is when you're dealing with something like a strawberry or a mushroom, something that's a bunch of smaller pieces, you can do them all at once to slice them. So we're going to just lay them in here. This is the slicing tray. So it's just a plastic tray. We're going to lay in about 4 strawberries in here, fill it up, and then we just line up our grooves and push down, and you can see we've gotten nice even slices of our strawberries. So we're just going to take and dump our strawberries in the salad bowl, and we've got a couple more strawberries left, so we'll just fill it up again and go one more time. So this also works good. You can do pieces of pineapple in here, pieces of zucchini in here, pieces of cucumber in here. But my particular favorite is for doing like the slices, like the strawberries, mushrooms, different things like that. All right, so we've got our strawberries in our salad, and that was about 1 pint of strawberries we're using to our partial bag of spinach. So that was a half of a huge bag of spinach we're using. All right, so the next component we're going to put in is a little bit of red onion. So we're going to use our simple slicer for that. Now the simple slicer, if you're not familiar with it, it has this dial right here. So you actually can dial in the different thicknesses you want to use. Now because we're using red onion and that's pretty strong, we're going to do it on the very thinnest setting. So it's almost like we're going to shave slices of red onion. So we just want to put it in our food holder, because you always want to use the guide, and then we're going to just stick these little prongs right in there. And we're just going to go back and forth. And you can see we're getting some nice thin pieces of onion here. And because red onion is pretty strong, we don't want to put a ton in there. We just want a little bit of that sharp flavor from the onion. So we're just going to run our knife through it and make it into littler pieces, but with that nice thin slice to it you couldn't really get with a knife. So we've got our red onion. So we've got strawberry, spinach, red onion. The last thing we're going to put in with our spinach is actually some cucumber. So I've got just a chunk of cucumber here. Now I don't want to keep all this skin on here, so we're going to just take our peeler, and our vegetable peeler actually is a left-handed or a right-handed peeler. I don't know if you knew that, but Doris Christopher, who started the Pampered Chef, was actually left-handed. So most of our peelers will peel up and down, back and forth. All of our tools are designed pretty much to be left or right-handed. All right. So you might notice the cutting board I'm using here today. That's a staple of any good kitchen, is a good cutting board. So this one here is my favorite. This is the large grooved cutting board. Now the reason this one is my favorite is it has this groove around the edge. So when you're cutting something juicy like a pineapple, a watermelon, a pot roast, it's going to catch all the juices in there. So this will hold up to 3/4 of a cup of liquid right in this well here. Now the other thing to know about these cutting boards is they're a polypropylene plastic, which means they're not going to harbor bacteria. And it also means that when you get maybe some cuts in here because you've been a little aggressive with your knife, you can just take a fine grade sandpaper, sand out the surface of your board, and you'll have a nice new surface again. So we're going to do our cucumber with our simple slicer too. However, because it's the cucumber now and not the onion, we are actually going to we're going to bump it up a notch and do it on the 2 setting. So it's a little bit thicker. So we're just going to fit our cucumber to the guide and snap it on there, and then just slice across. And you can see we got every bit of cucumber. We just have one little slice stuck in there, but you don't waste any on the end either. So I'm going to show you actually with the other part of the cucumber that you can actually do the cucumber on the quick slice as well if you prefer to do that way. Same thing as we did with our strawberries. We're just going to lay it in there and line it up. That's the off line. And then just slice down, and we've got a little bit thicker slices of cucumber for in our salad. So you can do either way. So now I'm just going to run a knife through our cucumber slices, because we want about a half slice for in our salad. And then we're going to finish off by making our own homemade poppy seed dressing. Now this dressing is what actually really makes this salad come together. Alright, so there's the cucumbers. Excuse me. Alright, so in our measure, mix, and pour, I don't know if anybody has this, but the coolest thing about this is it already has dressing recipes printed right on the side. So it includes a really awesome low-fat ranch dressing that uses Greek yogurt. But the dressing we're going to make today, we are going to use a lemon. And we're going to start off by zesting our lemon. So this is our zester grater. Works awesome for Parmesan cheese, chocolate, nutmeg, ginger, and also zest from any citrus fruit. Now, if you're not familiar, the zest on your citrus fruit is the yellow or the colored part of a peel. You don't want to get into the white part because that's bitter. That's called the pith, and that's not going to make our dressing taste good. But this yellow outer skin or the orange outer skin on an orange, that part has all the concentrated oils from the lemon or the orange, so that gives it a really great sweet flavor. So we're going to just take and zest. So to zest, we just run our lemon across here, and we're getting a nice fine grate of that yellow. I wish you could smell it because it smells so good when you zest. Now the thing about zesting is, if you take a look, this is what your zest is going to look like. So that's going to give it an extreme amount of flavor. We only need about a teaspoon of zest in our dressing. Excuse me. So we're just going to put the zest in. Now the other fun thing about zesting a lemon is it makes your house smell nice and clean, just like you've cleaned that day. Excuse me. All right, and then to finish off our dressing, we are just going to take and cut our lemon. We only need half the lemon, so we'll save half for another use. And we're going to take and just juice it in our juicer. And once we get it all juiced, we're going to take and just pour it in, and we're using the straining part of our juicer, so no seeds go in. So then all we have left to do when we're ready to eat our salad is just simply toss it together and add our homemade dressing. After we've just switched it up with the measure mix and pour, you just kind of mix it here like the quick stir pitcher, and it will get it all emulsified, and we can pour it on top. Thanks.